Is it possible to create 50 meals that perfectly represent each one of our nation's 50 states?
What you think about that, Coach?
Well, I'm gonna have a lot of fun trying. I'm Taylor Hicks. You may know me as a singer. So why is an entertainer hosting a food show? Simple. I love food. I even own my own barbecue joint. And I love to travel. So I'm hitting the road and eating my way across America, one state at a time. On this episode of State Plate, I'm in a state known for the rivers that run through it, and where I'll be getting a few tips on my fly fishing technique from acclaimed coach, Bob Knight. I'm calling him up. What do you think?
I think you better just work on your casting.
That's right, I'm in the great state of Montana, home to world-class fly fishing, a hardy miner's treat, a hidden gem of a fruit, and a whole lot more.
And Taylor Hicks is running the show.
So stay tuned for a heaping helping of Montana on State Plate. So here's the challenge. I have this empty plate that I have to fill up with foods that best represent the state of Montana. The big question is, what's gonna go on the plate and what will be left off? The old mining town of Butte is home to the historic pasty. Western Montana is ground zero for the rare and wild huckleberry. In the south, those famous rivers are filled to the brim with legendary local trout. And across the entire state, acres and acres of wheat and an ever-expanding lentil crop. So let's hit the road and rustle up the best foods in the great state of Montana. Our first State Plate contender takes us to the city of Butte for an iconic convenience food at its homemade finest. It's called a pasty, a fresh baked crust filled with meat, potatoes, and a full serving of history. And in restaurants like Joe's Pasty Shop, this iconic treat takes top billing.
Taylor!
Hey, how are y'all?
Hi!
What the heck is Taylor Hicks doing in Butte, Montana?
I'm looking for a pasty.
Well, you've come to the right spot. Joe's has been around for 70 years.
70?
70 years.
But the pasty itself dates back even further. After a disappointing gold rush in the 1860s, miners in Butte discovered the biggest copper deposit the world had ever seen.
When the copper rush hit, miners flooded into here by the thousands.
They came from all over the world, many from Cornwall, England. The treasure they unearthed in the mines earned Butte the nickname the richest hill on earth. The food they brought from home became iconic in itself.
It was a staple of the miners. They'd take them down into the hole. It fit in their pails. It was quick for them to eat. You didn't need utensils. It was filling and it'd stay with you. And I think the pasty, along with notes from home, pictures of their wives and kids, that was a piece of love that they could go into the hole with.
My great-grandfather was a coal miner, and I always heard stories about what they carried in their lunch sack.
Yep.
Letters, and because it was so dangerous, you really truly didn't know if some of these folks would be coming back.
Cornish called them letters from home.
Little taste of home, that's what they are.
It's as historical as Butte and its people.
You want me to make one for
Well,
you?
yeah. Taylor Hicks came to Butte, Montana to have a pasty. You've got a pro with you. Yeah, you can make me a pasty.
I'm under pressure here.
So we'll put our gloves on and get down to business.
Okay?
You want to mix the onions, salt and pepper, and potatoes first.
All right. Next comes the beef. Local grass-fed Montana beef.
Yes, it is. This is like a coarse ground hamburger meat. And then we also have round steak that is cubed up.
This truly is beef country up here.
Yes.
So a good steak is all you need,
Yes.
in my opinion. Next, we flatten the pie-like dough through the dough roller.
And then long ways. So
And
it
then go
makes
long.
a circle.
Do that.
Yes.
Pasty time. How fast can you do this?
We do about 150 to 200 a day. I can get it done in about 20 minutes now.
Wow. We pack the filling tight.
Put it right on there.
Is that pretty good?
That's good.
Then comes the fold
Make sure it's really nice and tight.
and trim.
And there you have it.
Okay, I'm gonna try it.
Your turn.
I'm a little nervous.
You'll do a good job. Cup it a little bit, and then we're gonna trim off the edges.
What do you think?
For a first try, you know, you did a pretty good job. just like the miners used to eat.
That's right.
And the very last thing we do before we put them in the oven is we put milk over the top.
So that really makes them golden brown.
Yep, it makes them brown, it keeps the crust nice. Put them in the oven.
And then we'll have our moment of truth.
Yes, we will.
An hour and a half later, pasties all around.
Oh my gosh, look at that. That's the smell of history.
Very home-cooked, savory.
Not a lot of spice.
Not a lot of spices. The whole meal is just so savory.
It is. I love the crust.
I do too. It's crispy, got a really great consistency. Can't leave out that Montana steak.
It's the best beef in the world.
We've got our appetizer, a hearty Montana pasty, a tribute to the miners of the once richest hill in America. Coming up,
You've got to be better than that. Now watch where I put it.
fly fishing lessons from legendary coach Bob Knight.
I believe I'd rather have you fishing than playing basketball.
Our next state plate contender is a tribute to Montana's breathtaking blue ribbon rivers and the trout they produce. This is a world-class fishing destination, and nothing says Montana fishing like the poetic and peaceful pastime of fly fishing. And today,
There we are with the fish.
I'm getting some world-class coaching from a world-class coach.
I like the taste of it. Smart fish.
That unmistakable voice belongs to none other than one of the greatest basketball coaches of all time, Bob Knight, the one-time record holder for most wins with 902 NCAA victories. Coach Knight, I hear you're one of the best fly fishermen around.
Well, I don't know who ever told you that, but come on over here and let's see how athletic you are.
Few figures in American sports inspire as much respect as Coach Knight, AKA the General. He has taught young men how to succeed on the basketball court and also in life. What's lesser known is that the General is an avid Montana fly fisherman.
I first came to Montana when I was coaching the Olympic team. I don't think in probably 45 years I've ever missed a year in coming to Montana to do some fishing. We are on a real nice part of the Gallatin River, one of the great fishing streams in the country. I'm not sure we're among the great fishermen in the country, but we're among the great streams in the country right now.
That's half the battle. So what are we fishing for?
Well, classic fishing in Montana is cutthroat trout, brown trout, rainbow trout. They're all over. Brown trout and rainbow trout are not native. They were brought over from Europe sometime many, many years ago and placed into streams.
We'll take anything today, won't we?
Yes, we will.
My first tip from the master is deceptively simple. Stay upright.
I probably have fallen on my butt in the water and slipped on more rocks than anybody ever has. Basketball was a lot easier coaching than it was walking across these rocks.
There are two ways to bait the rod. A wet fly is meant to troll under the water. A dry fly floats on top. We're using a dry fly.
And this one is called an egg-sucking leech. The first thing you have to learn is this is a fly rod. Now, am I going too quick for you here?
No.
Okay, Taylor, here's what we're going to do. We're going to learn how to cast a little bit. You get it back, and then you go forward with it. Because without a good back cast, you're not going to have much of a shot at catching a fish.
Players respected the General for always demanding excellence.
You've got to be better than that. Now watch where I put it. See how much further I get it?
And they loved him for his insistence that they dig deep and find their inner greatness.
Now, a little bit harder with your wrist. That's better.
With casting practice complete, it's time to suit up for the big game. Coach, I was a pretty decent basketball player, but I don't know if I'm a decent fisherman yet.
I believe I'd rather have you fishing than playing basketball.
I'm calling him up. What do you think?
I think you better just work on your casting.
Not sure if it's the harmonica or getting coached by a legend, or maybe a little of both. But after 2 long hours in the river, got it. Got. Fly fishing success.
Keep your rod up. Keep it up.
Oh, yeah. What you think about that, Coach? Well, he's a little small, but he's not too bad.
You did a great job, my boy. This is a really nice brown trout.
Fisherman's code, not to mention the law, is strictly catch and release.
You had a lot of fun catching this fish, but what's going to be most important is that we release it so somebody else can catch it. There we go. And that's the best you can ask for a fish.
Well, I had a good coach. I appreciate you coaching
No,
me.
I don't know about that. You were a pretty good student.
Catch and release doesn't quell the local appetite for trout. This iconic food is considered sport in the river, but it's sourced responsibly as food from farms and hatcheries. Today, we are breading rainbow trout fillets and sauteing them with lemon and spices. Well, I'm gonna try some of this. Fresh as it can be. It's just got that good breading over the top of it. It has a nice, clean taste to it.
It's extremely good eating.
It is.
And if I look back on my life, the first thing I might say about it is, Dad, I want to thank you for taking me fishing.
We found our entree, breaded, then sauteed Montana rainbow trout, an iconic taste of the Big Sky. Flaky, fresh, and responsibly sourced.
I've had a lot of players. I think you could have played for me.
If you'd have seen my jump shot, I don't know if you'd
No, I'd have had you guard people. I had too many good shooters. You'd have had to play defense.
you wouldn't let me shoot.
Yeah, once in a while.
Coming up, panning for lentils. That's right. Mining Montana's tiniest treasure. Plus,
It's the Great American Wheat Harvest, and Taylor Hicks is running the show.
we're building a mill with the best foods in the state of Montana. Next stop, the wheat fields of Montana. They're a majestic sight. Dean Folkvord's family has been working their 15,000-acre wheat farm for generations. Where exactly are we? We're in
Well,
Three Forks?
We're near Three Forks, Montana, the headwaters of the Missouri River. It's a real famous spot. Lewis and Clark came through here. We're happy to be a part of Montana's agricultural community, which is #1 industry in the state.
So wheat is the #1 industry.
Yeah, wheat and cattle. Being that we're at a high elevation, 4,500 to 5,000 feet, this is some of the highest elevation where wheat's actually grown in America. We're an area of the country and an area of Montana that actually grows really high quality wheat that makes awesome bread. If you take this wheat head and you just kind of thresh it out in your hand and just kind of rub these kernels out and blow it away, the chaff,
Oh, wow.
there's the wheat kernel. That's a simplified way of demonstrating what the combines actually do out there in the field. We call that wheat prairie gold, and that's the real deal right there.
Prairie Gold, folks. Of course, the real way to harvest Prairie Gold is that bad boy. Pretty massive machine.
Yeah, these are amazing combines, Taylor. I'm not gonna lie to you. Are you up for this?
I think I am.
Let's go give it a try, man.
Let's try. That's what I'm talking about.
So what we've got going here, Taylor, is we got a full header of grain coming into the combine, and there's a big threshing unit in the middle of the combine, a big rotor that separates the wheat away from all the chaff and all the straw. The wheat goes up into the grain tank right behind us here, and the chaff and straw just goes right back out the back of the combine.
Statewide, Montana harvests just over 5 million acres of wheat per year.
It's the Great American Wheat Harvest, and Taylor Hicks is running the show.
Telling you, this is something else. Woo! That was pretty awesome, man.
That was
Thank
fun,
you
man.
so much. I appreciate it.
Let's go break a world record on eating some fresh bread.
What do we got here?
This is a real light dinner roll made out of our wheat. Just flour, sugar, water, yeast with some nice little herbs and spices. Can't tell you what's in it, but here's to you.
All right. Really soft and
They
moist.
are good.
It's just really airy and fluffy and just melts in your mouth.
That's that high quality Montana wheat at its best right there.
High altitude wheat. We found our first side dish, a homemade Montana dinner roll made from honest to goodness Montana Prairie Gold wheat. One side dish down, time to rustle up another. You could call our next contender the tiniest treasure in the entire treasure state. Most often, it hides in soup, but in these parts, the lentil is served up in salads, sauces, and even as a standalone side dish. Not only does this tiny legume pack a huge flavor, it also supports a huge industry. Next stop, Timeless Seeds, where I'm meeting up with CEO and founder David Oyen, who inspects samples from lentil harvests all across the state. Dave, what are we doing in here?
Okay, this is our lab room. This is a sample of black beluga lentils.
Black beluga.
Black beluga lentils. So we bring them in off the farm, and our job here at Timeless Seeds is to process them, bring them up to food grade specifications.
Lentils have only grown in the U.S. for about 100 years, but there's a reason David named his processing plant Timeless Seeds.
So lentils are one of the first crops that were ever domesticated across the planet. Lentils were domesticated in the Fertile Crescent, the Near East, about 10,000 years ago. Wow. Farmers have been growing them literally for millennia.
Montana produces the most lentils out of anybody in the country.
In the U.S., that's correct.
David's work involves identifying impurities in the lentil crop and making sure there are no insects present. Panning for lentils.
What we're really looking for at this point is, are there any live insects? We don't accept any live insects into this facility. Lift off the top sifter and take a look in the bottom of the pan here. So this is acceptable, no live bugs.
Final step, measuring moisture.
That's what this little machine does here.
Oh, cool.
To successfully store, lentils have to be less than 14% moisture. You can push test.
All right, we're testing. Okay, the reading is 10.7, so
Okay,
that's perfect.
is that good?
We have a perfect lentil.
Yes,
Now we have to cook a perfect lentil.
that's right.
No matter how you eat a lentil, the first step is to boil them. Then it's anything goes. A local favorite is a lentil salad complete with nectarines and onions. Really, really earthy. There's a little bit of a cross between a bean and a pea. I love how the nectarine and the fruits complements the lentil too. It's a very light, refreshing feeling in your mouth.
One of the nice things about the belugas is that they hold their body after they're cooked, and these lentils were prepared perfectly.
Yeah, these are not mushy and they're just soft enough. We found our second side dish, fresh Montana lentil salad, an age-old food that owes its American growth to none other than the state of Montana. Coming up, Montana's hidden gem. This area, kind of like the Huckleberry Mecca. Our state plate is filling up. All we need is something sweet. You could call our next contender Montana's hidden gem, the native huckleberry. Unavailable in stores, harvested only in the wild, the huckleberry is used to make everything from jelly and syrup to one of the state's most prized desserts, huckleberry pie. Next stop, into the kitchen with Matt Fritz, a local chef who's built an entire business by combining classic cooking techniques with classically Montana ingredients. So tell me all about huckleberries. This is a staple in Montana.
Yeah, I mean, huckleberries are truly a wild fruit. They have yet to figure out how to cultivate them. So, I mean, if you want to make huckleberry pie or huckleberry jam, you got to go out and earn your huckleberries. Or you got to know people that do it.
So this area where we are right now is kind of like the huckleberry Mecca.
Yep, we're in southwest Montana, so you'll find them like where we're at in the Rocky Mountains, all the way kind of up the Continental Divide, up into like northwest Montana, into Idaho, but that's pretty much their region where you're gonna find them. It's like a blueberry on steroids. We didn't try one of those before we do anything to it. I mean, how sweet they are just there.
They like burst in your mouth.
Yeah. They smell much sweeter than they actually taste.
It is tart.
Yep, the nose is very, very sweet when you try one. It's like, ooh, hey.
Yeah. You can do anything with the huckleberry. I've heard
yeah.
of huckleberry pancakes, I've heard of huckleberry wine.
Sure. If you can do it with a strawberry or a raspberry, you can do it with a huckleberry. Today we're gonna make a very, very simple, straightforward huckleberry pie recipe.
Let's make it happen.
Take the huckleberries there, put them in that mixing bowl we have.
It's a pretty good amount of huckleberries. How many
About
huckleberries?
5 cups of huckleberries right there. A little bit of brown sugar.
Okay,
some natural,
brown sugar.
And just a little bit of refined sugar in there.
You can really, really start getting
Yep.
that aroma. Cornstarch serves as thickener, and a little squeeze of lemon adds acidity.
So that's it pretty much done right there. All we need to do is put this in the pie shell right here.
It's just such a beautiful color.
We're gonna add a couple knobs of butter to it. Put the lid on it.
Oh, look at that. H for huckleberry.
There you go. and into the oven it goes.
Unbelievably simple.
Yeah.
An hour and a half later, fresh huckleberry pie. You had to put the whipped cream on top, didn't you?
You know, we're just making it even better right there. Not too bad.
Man, I love the huckleberry because it just bursts in your mouth with flavor. Just enough sweet and just enough tart. Beautiful crust. And did I tell you I like the whipped cream I do?
No, I didn't catch that.
We've got dessert, a slice of homemade huckleberry pie. Sweet, tart, a baked delight and worth every ounce of work. Our state plate is complete.
That's the smell of history.
On our appetizer plate, a hearty miner's pasty, packed with Montana beef, potatoes, onions, and a whole meal's worth of history. On our main plate,
You did a great job, my boy.
fresh Montana trout, responsibly sourced, of course, and a side of bread fresh from the majestic wheat fields of Montana, and a classic Montana lentil salad. And for dessert, they like burst in your mouth.
Yeah.
A slice of homemade huckleberry pie made from the oh-so-rare purple Montana gem. Just enough sweet and just enough tart. A meal that celebrates the history, taste, and vast culinary treasures of the great state of Montana.